Update 1 on Tropical Storm Roke, which has formed in the South China Sea to the southwest of Taiwan, is heading towards China over the next 24 hours, where it will make landfall tomorrow, not too far from Shantou. At the moment, as of 3 PM UTC, July 22nd, it's got winds of 40 miles an hour, a pressure of 1002 millibars, and it's at 21.6 north, 118.0 east. There are Signal 1 standby warnings in effect for Hong Kong and Macau, no warnings yet in China. Landfall, as I say, expected in 24 hours or so. It could intensify a little bit before then, could get towards 50, maybe even 60 miles an hour if it really pushes for it before it runs out of time and moves inland and dissipates without incident. Right now it's 147 miles southeast of Shantou, 199 miles south of Xiamen, and 255 miles east-southeast of Hong Kong. Right now it's only a stage 1 on the CDPS scale, but damages could still occur, especially in the form of flooding-related damages. Over the next day or two, the wind field is not expected to increase by too much, and it's expected to make landfall there on Monday morning over in China, or Sunday evening actually, overnight hours. Into Monday morning it will move inland, and then it will go off towards the northwest by Tuesday, and it'll be long gone by then as it heads slowly towards Changsha. Only expecting tropical storm conditions from this system, but wind gusts could approach hurricane or typhoon strength. Right now, sea surface temperatures are very warm indeed, around 29, maybe even 30 degrees Celsius where the storm is right now, taking advantage of the lack of typhoons so far this year. Of course, there's the wind shear graphic, that's also very low and favourable, a little bit higher towards the north there, very slightly, but the big wall of high wind shear is still several hundred miles away, and Roke will not be affected by that. As it moves towards the northwest, here's the latest satellite imagery. The visible right now, that's not actually particularly recent because the Himawari satellite imagery has been down for some hours, but this is what it was looking like earlier today, and moving in a northwesterly direction there. And I don't really know whether it's intensified any further since then due to the lack of imagery, but the Japanese Meteorological Agency have kept it at 40 miles an hour at the latest update, which is no change upon what it was 6 hours ago or more. Elsewhere in the tropics, you may be aware that a lot's going on right now. We have plenty of tropical cyclones active. These are by Force 13's estimates. We expect that Fernando will be weakened to a tropical depression by the next update in just less than 2 hours, and we could possibly see a new tropical depression over in the eastern Pacific as well. But there's the western Pacific view you can see on the screen, and there's over in the eastern Pacific what's going on right now. So around 10 systems in total that we are still keeping an eye on right now, all of them in the Pacific, east and west, and Fernando of course in the central Pacific region there too. Nothing in the Atlantic or in the Indian Ocean. Totals so far for 2017 then: 7 tropical depressions, 23 tropical storms, 4 category 1s, make that 5, 2 category 2s, 3 category 3s, 2 category 4s and 1 category 5. Those are the latest numbers that we've audited and updated in the last 24 hours. And that brings us up to 36 tropical storms or stronger this year so far, which is pretty much level with just behind 1914, believe it or not, which was a very quiet year in the Atlantic and the Pacific, but it's going to take over that year very soon indeed. And this, for reference, is the latest ACE value, the accumulated cyclone energy total. We've been paralleling 1960 in recent weeks and months, which was the quietest year in the satellite record, and there you can see where 2015 is, right off into the distance up there with its massive activity that it had that year. You can follow Force 13's outlets, the website force13.co.uk, at your service at any time with its tracker. You can also find us on YouTube, search Force 13 if you're not there already, subscribe if you haven't. You can also find us on Facebook and on Twitter, search Force 13 all in text to find us on there. You can also add Fool13 on Skype, that's FOOL13, and add extension 9094 on Discord for tropical weather chat.